Welcome to 2K Sports. What could be better than kicking back on a Sunday afternoon, watching the... Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've got Kobe Bryant, and it's Yao in at the center position, filling out the middle. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end, and there's no question they have the tools to do it.
And O'Neal is simply a beast. Jermaine O'Neal, a long, athletic, big guy with a nice shooting touch from mid-range.
Back to Irving. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Yao. He's guarded by Irving. Yep, that one goes.
Man, this is way too easy for me, using his massive size to do a lot of damage inside.
Here's Gervin. Pass to Richmond. Fires for three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Bryant, right side. Here's the great one. Into the lane. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
The playmaking of Harden just continues to evolve. He's so crafty with his passes.
Pass to Gervin. Back to Irving. And he floats it in for the easy two. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Oh, nice shot by Bryant.
Now, he's got that kind of range from outside. You have to chase Bryant off the line.
Here's Gervin, covered by Bryant.
76ers foul. Jermaine O'Neal. First personal foul. First team foul.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Richmond. Here's Cowens. Here's Irving. Now with a rebound.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Tries to spin move. Bryant. And again, it's Philadelphia.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Again, Irving missing.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
It's good. The great one's got his second basket.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss. But where they're knocking these shots down, boy, everything's pure.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. Indiana, #1.
It was a joy to watch these guys play. Constant ball movement and player movement. Defenses were worn out by the end of games.
Here's Gervin. Pass to Green. Outside Irving. 5 on the clock. And that comes off the assist by Green. Irving's got 5.
That's the decisiveness we talk about with Irving. He's quick and right at it.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Gervin. Shoots from the line, and that one's good.
This is where Gervin looks to score whenever he can, the mid-range area.
The Sixers leading. Outside Harden. The ball's knocked loose. Outside O'Neal. And here's Bryant outside. Knocks down the triple. Give him 8.
3.
Indiana's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Pass to Gervin. Beyond the arc. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
So pure, so confident. The moment Gervin has the rock, he knows exactly what to do with it.
Here's Yao inside. The great one passes to Bryant. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Here's Richmond, defended by Harden. Releases. Another one falls for Indiana.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
The great one passes to Harden. Fires from the line. Indiana with a rebound. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series, so they're looking to correct that.
And, you know, with 2 teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
And this early scoring is as much about the lackluster defense as it is about either team's offense.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Indiana. From 13, Gervin, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down. How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Now Irving. Give him 8 points now. That one goes. Count it.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Here's the great one. The three-pointer off the mark. The Pacers have got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. Irving looking around. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason. And it's not that bad, but when those expectations aren't met, watch out. Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out. The season is still very young.
Who's Ellis is checked in for Philadelphia. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Barnes, he's checked in for Green. 76ers trail by 3. Here's Harden. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Harden with that catch and release, lightning quick.
Outside Irving. And the layup is good off the glass. Irving's got 12 points.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Here's the great one. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And Barnes doesn't back down from anyone, embracing the contact on the way up.
Pass to Yao. Here's the great one. Bryant, the pass to the great one. Right wing, up top Harden. Shot's good by the great one. 11 points in the game.
And he's 5 of 7, finding a nice rhythm offensively.
Over to the left wing. Richmond sinks the tray. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Boy, Mitch Richmond, a great shooter from outside the arc. Really measures those shots well.
Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Shoots. Again, Indiana.
Woo, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Clark, the Sixers have been at least 10 games over 500 for 7 straight seasons now.
Yeah, and that's great to see after, what was it called? The process that took them all the way to the very depths of the league to finally build themselves back into a consistent playoff team. And their fans certainly deserve good times for struggling through all of those bad times several years ago.
Young, he's checked in for Indiana. Hardaway's checked in for the Sixers.
First in scoring, and nobody shot the ball better. The roster featured a number of knockdown shooters. The offense was tailored perfectly to their skills. Just incredible efficiency.
And putting up the most points in the league. They were the offense that no one wanted to face. Out to the wing. Here's the great one. And he dunks it down.
Hardaway is a pure point guard, effective in not only creating for himself, but really good with his passing skills as well.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Clark, how about the run the Indiana Pacers had in the inaugural NBA Cup?
Boy, that was pretty impressive, wasn't it, B.A., making it all the way to the finals. It certainly was a statement to the rest of the league that the Pacers are on the come. Now you got to keep an eye on them because they've got a nice core that's just moving into the prime of their career.
Young finds Barnes. Left side Irving. Rebound by Philadelphia.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
I love great defense. Just
the Pacers making a switch here. Irving's checked in. Here's the great one. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. We've got James Harden, and it's the great one in at the 1. Outside O'Neal, pass to Bryant, launches a 3. Barnes with the rebound.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Down low. Here's Gervin, and there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Explosive near the rack. Gervin, levitating Iceman going upstairs.
it's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Maybe a step out of his range.
Irving with it. O'Neal covers. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Harden. The Sixers with another miss.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range. And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Young, he's checked in for Scotty Barnes. Ellis is checked in for the Sixers. Hardaway comes in for Bryant. Irving, the pass to Divac. Young from long range. Ellis grabs the board. Ellis has got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's the great one. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. Indiana, number 1.
Tremendous efficiency on offense. They were willing to put in their work to get great looks.
Indiana making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Outside Irving. From deep. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Philadelphia leading by 7. Here's the great one. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Outside Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Richmond. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
I just love the ball.
Is your Pacers Youth Dance team. Let them hear you.
The 76ers have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. And here's Harden. To the middle to get back on track. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team. That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Harden, guarded closely. Here's the great one. Drains the triple. The great one's got 21.
You've come to expect great passing from Harden. He's got a reputation for finding open guys.
Here's Richmond, defended by Harden. And a two-handed jam!
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Fires high post, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Nice job to recognize the lack of D in that medium range area.
And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, VA, he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who will keep things moving.
Pass to the great one. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And the 76ers another 3.
That's his second triple this quarter. I guess he's left that dry spell behind.
Young looking around. Here's Richmond, defended by Harden. Richmond with the bucket. 19 points in the game.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence. They are shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Outside Young. Pass to Richmond. It doesn't go for him. Oh, excellent D there from Harden.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
To the left wing. Here's the great one. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And I'll tell you what, for his size, just about 7 feet, Buzelis is a pretty good passer.
Pacers trail by 10. There's Young with the 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 14.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouls. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And a deep run for the Pacers in last season's playoffs, Clark.
A very impressive run, BA, and even though it didn't end the way they wanted it to, you've got to factor in the experience they got as something to build on. And you look at the nucleus of this club, I mean, they've got a great combination of youth and experience and potential. So I would think the trend continues north going forward.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Outside Young. That is Trey's shot, the 3. 5 5 ticks left in the second. O'Neal on the wing. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 14. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. Someone left the window open. One more time, a round of applause for our contestant.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. When players look ahead, how much are they circling particular games on the calendar?
Well, I don't think this generation of players still use paper calendars, Ernie.
Showing your age there, old buddy.
I walked into that one. Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Indiana Pacers.
Their perimeter D has been soft like bathroom tissue. No excuses. Can't give up that many open shots and get away with it.
Their D being treated like bathroom tissue. No mercy. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so it's Irving.